fuck yeah. Yeah, I can swear. I'm 40 fucking 7 years old. I can fucking swear on my lawn. I don't care no more. My lawn ends when you can't hear me. When you can't hear me, you are now off my lawn. That's emanates from my core wherever I go. Okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't beat the shit out of me. All I'm saying is that uh, you claim to be moral. You claim to be moral, right? Whose morality? Yours? You know better? Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do know better. I bet you do know better. Sorry, glitched out there. Okay, ask questions. Oh, nice. Ramoon Pakal Kite. Welcome. For as long as I could stomach this. So do ask questions, really big questions out loud, and let's discuss it. Please. You have no idea the education you have at your fingertips right now. You don't get this in university. My mind is the complete opposite of the indoctrination farms. Because I'm not an evangelist. Not an evangelist. I'm not an evangelist, right? I'm not Jesus. I'm not a cult leader. I'm just a dad. I'm just a dad with internet. Kennth 21-Q4B. Hello. Joseph Guerrero 6197. Hi, from Guam. That's the first. Driki Oberholzer -S1Q. Hello, guys. These names, man. I don't know. I made names back in the day. I want to make the name I had now. I don't know any better. It dates me. Put it that way. Wolf _7 8 x 81. It's a happy laughing face. Good. Rosa and Giuliano. Hi. Thanks for liking. Danish Harith. Hello. Cody Moore C8M. Hi. Dalton Maltalvo H8U. Hi. Zane Gale. Hello. Joseph Ferrero 6197. When history repeats, do we contain or ignore? When history repeats, do we contain or ignore? Well, it repeats, so we ignore it. First off, right? You can't have repetition without ignoring something. Consistent ignorance. What is that? Does it look like in my eyes that I know exactly what it is? But I'm not a Google prompt. I'm not an AI. I'm a father, paternal instincts. I don't share everything until I understand that you understand. Because you can't unknow something, you know what I'm saying? And if it's good knowledge, good, you don't want to forget it. But if it's not good knowledge, ignorance, you teach the ignorance. And you hold on to that the satisfaction of that. What I hate, I will teach and destroy my enemies. And realize, oh shit. They really don't like us. So they really hate us. This whole time they've been telling us they hate us, but we just we're not being sensitive enough. And they just walked right over, took everything. history repeats because of jaded conquest fetish with immaculate self-loathing. I wrote that. There's so much, guys. There's so fucking much. It will astonish you. Astonish. One way or another, you'll be fucking astonished. Does that answer your question, or would you like me to elaborate? Thanks for the question. That's a good question. That's what I'm looking for, guys. I'm only one person, so I don't know. Okay, Johannes Spercola says moi, which I think it means me. Danish Harith, I'm Malaysian. Cool. Johannes Spercola, I'm Anu. Hope that's not your real name. Bill's BFD, hi. Oops. Your Majesty 3287, hi. Jody 08, hi. So we can, okay, so Joseph Guerrero 6197. So how can we teach history of what repeats if they don't know the history or not top priority? Well, it all depends on how one denies immutable flaw that is pervasive across all flesh. We deny delusion and conspiracy. Libtards, delusional. Contards, conspiratorial. There's always an out, right? There's always an out that way. And that's where the repetition comes. The people that know, like me, steer the world, actually steer the world, and repetition keeps things flowing, right? If you think about, I don't know, your water faucet, right? Do you want a repeatable flow? Yeah. Every time I turn this tap, water comes out, right? So from their point of view, it's just like, dude, we're just trying to keep things flowing here. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be so detached from people on the ground that they think themselves moral because they're exonerated just by the sheer mass of the responsibility they have that God gave them. What the fuck you want me to do? Okay? I can't kill myself, right? It says in the Bible, thou shalt not commit suicide. So, right? So why'd you put all this pressure on me, Lord? Does it look like I'm detached? Or does it look like I'm swallowed? Swallowed. I'm in the mouth of a blue whale, right? I'm in the baleen or whatever the teeth are called. Just there for the ride. Can't as long as I hold on to his teeth, I'm just going for the ride. A little tiny shrimp, whatever they eat, krill. I can't remember. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, your IQ is under 668. Probably around 100. You can reach it in front of a cup. You can right in front of. I don't know what, guys. You gotta spell out your questions or comments or insults, please. And these fucking names are killing me, guys. A lot of your names suck. I have to be honest with you. I don't know what the purpose of a username is because there's so few names left. You just have to sneeze letters onto a screen. John's IQ is 0. What do you got? A little tiny shrimp? Yeah. You need to sleep. I just woke up. Tony DiCaprio, M4N. No, I need to be therapeutic, and that's what I do every day. That's what keeps me sane. That's what keeps me here. So, no, bipolar. Do you understand? Bipolar. It's 8:47 in the morning where I am. Brain doesn't care. Doesn't care that it's a Monday. Doesn't care that you broke a nail. Doesn't care you got in a car accident. Don't care that your child died on you. Time doesn't care. It's merciless. It's repeatable. Do you want time to be repeatable? Ask that to people to kill themselves. Do you want time to be repeatable? In hell, for eternity. Don't do it. Don't you ever, ever. Don't. And I promise you, I go there. I go there, and it's just like, no, my children, it will devastate my children. Devastate. Alex, Al, Alex Trush, 6956. What are your plans for the weekend? Oh, it's kind of like a, whatever. It's nothing crazy. Just trying to get through the weekend, try to get through the week, and then weekend repeatable. Do we want to have a consistent vacation? Vacation. Think of it that way. The consistency, right? Because isn't vacation ignorance from your work environment? Isn't that literally vacation? I need temporary ignorance, please. You deal with it while I'm gone. It's a temporary because you have no idea what's going on, and you're just gonna assume when you get back, things are better than ever. But when you have to deal with that shit, what's repeatable? Blame, blame. That's how you deny immutable flaw. What is your name? John. Bread, Duck, Dev, hello. John, my name. Alex Trush. There's no vacation with no, no. So I don't like talking about my family, but I appreciate where you're going with that. Oh, right. No, there's no. That's why I'm never ever gonna travel with my kids. Nowhere. Nowhere. Zero. No. I don't like flying to begin with. I'll fly for family. That's it. You blame. What in the world teaches us to not blame those that have thieved, murdered, and raped? Just don't blame them, right? Because this is the material blip for which we are judged by God. I'm not an evangelist. This is how I've arrived at my conclusions, and you're on my lawn. You don't like it? Fuck off. So, uh, don't invest in this material blip because you can't take it with you, right? The more you invest in the material blip, you will naturally arrive to ethereal assumptions that faith has already documented. But you did it your way. And guess what? You're a false prophet, right? Especially if you evangelize. I surrender to Christ. I surrender to Christ. You understand? Not an evangelist. I did it my way. You know what? When you get yours, it's like, thank you, God, for the proof. But I must know that proof is not faith. That's my belief. Proof is not faith. So when you see people say, "Oh, this is my experience. God is real," you can't. For theatrics amongst secularists, sure, but you always got to remember is that it's the proof is not faith, right? The proof you invest in the proof in this material blip, you are a false prophet. You will go to hell. That's what I'm trying. Dads are pretty much cult leaders. Dads are pretty much cult leaders. Okay. But my jurisdiction is my blood, right? Father's supposed to take care of his kids. Father's supposed to take care of his kids, right? Joseph Guerrero, and the books of echoes are okay. I didn't even read all those because I wanted original ideas to prevail. Those are all the books I have. So I don't know what the books of echoes are. I'm an author. I make my own books. Go Google me, John Ralph DeCito, forward reviews. You don't even have to do that. Just say John Ralph DeCito. Uh, you can say my name actually, but John Ralph DeCito book reviews. They'll pop up. I'm legit. Before AI. Before AI. Nonfiction. Dissecting post psychosis. It was the beginning, but it went from 11 years, and I'm gonna cap it at 11. After that, it's just whatever. But 11 years. Non-academic doctorate of psychosis. It's not fiction. Mythology just is a poetic way of threading the needle between what I can and can't share. Because thoughts alone are never illegal. You know why? Because if thoughts alone were illegal, we would all be guilty. And then stalemate. So you need to allow that because that's what everyone does. That's the truth. That's reality. That's the fact. And that's what I got to live with because of morons like you. Yeah. These questions, a lot of this. I mean, if you're going to make fun of me, guys, just do better, man. Davis, do better, man. At least make me laugh. If you're going to say lies about me, at least make me laugh. It's starting to get not therapeutic anymore, guys. I'm going to hang up real soon. I like the questions. I like the questions. There was good questions today. Thank you. Thank God for that. Uh, Game Changer 54550. Dude, I'm not a moron. I'm new here. I'm just trying to get to know what you're about. This is my daily routine to get the shit out of my head. After a while, isolation stops working. Do you go about the community? And guess what? Uh, we all carry a virtual lawn with us. For as far as someone can hear us, beyond that point, that's when you're off my lawn. That's how big my lawn is. I'm Italian, okay? I'm not yelling, I'm Italian. So you're gonna have to walk a good distance away from me to get off my lawn. Okay. Subscribers come and go, man. It's not about virality, it's about answering some questions. Feel like a contribution is being made. even if it is your sick pleasure. Felice, you have a sick pleasure. You're very gross. God, you're gross. No wonder you don't put your real name on your YouTube channel. Felice. Is that your real name? So dumb. You know I'm keeping this, eh? And anyone could watch this now? Anyone that's going to watch this, I'm going to keep this up forever. And then you see your comments streaming there. So have fun with that. Game Changer 5450. I think rude people have ruined good podcasts. Well, I've been out of the podcast game a long time. I haven't listened to a podcast in like 15 years. 15 years. Who has the time? Right? Who has the fucking time? What else I don't like? Joseph Guerrero. Laugh out loud. Been isolated for 45 years on island. Cheers. Be safe from Guam. How do you have internet there then? Islands have internet? I mean, Game Changer. I mean, people in the comments. What? You just time them out, right? You time them out. It's all recorded. It's all recorded. I'm not deleting the comments. Internet is the worst invention the world has ever seen. Yeah, internet. Because it's all about receipts. You exchange privacy for receipts. And why is that a good idea? Let's go back to the 1990s. Excuse me. Have you heard about this internet? Yes, I have heard about it. What's it all about? Well, you put information on there and it's there forever. What? Why would I want that? Oh, you can share your ideas. You can make money. How do you make money? Subscription. You need the data. That's why you offer free. Free. It's free. Just gotta give up your privacy, man. But privacy this is public, right? You go to public, yeah, public, right? Okay, but we got movies, we got TV shows, we got magazines, we got books, we got the theater, we have dancing, we have get-togethers, parties. How does internet work like that? And then just like slowly. No one understands. No one appreciates my routine. They really don't. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just talking about my life. You know, my parents have the best idea about it. They've seen it firsthand. Still alive, thank God. Nothing to yeah, bipolar. Listen, my being is content with criticism. That's why my IQ is 667. I'm not perfect, but watch how quickly I agree with you when you prove me wrong. Because why believe in lies that will damn you? You know, they have my yeah, that's yellow. Yeah. All right, guys, stop being therapeutic for me. I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, but check out my posted content on YouTube. My posted content. That's really why I started doing the live streams because I just got so fed up of doing posted content because zero traffic, zero. But live streams seem to give me traffic. So just look, there's stuff, there's bound to be stuff that will catch your interest on my posted content. So I forget about liking, subscribing. Just check out my posted content, right? The videos. The YouTube videos, not the live streams, the YouTube videos. Okay? You could comment there. You'd have discussions offline. I guess off live, we could have discussions there. You know, we can really think about our discussions instead of shooting from the hip every moment that I'm recorded. It's more like a chess match, you know, chess back and forth, and then decide the draw when you suck the marrow out of it, right? Because you're gonna blame someone. You're gonna blame someone. See, this is a point where I would prefer to sit down and write it. My inability to do that is thanks to my burgeoning skill as a live streamer. Uh, Carissa111, hello. Valerie Goodwin 3835. I assume you saying I died. Guys, I'm not up with this lingo. Speak English, please. Are you guys real? Are you guys bots? Say, I'm real if you're real. I'm real. Say it. Comment down below. I'm real. Nothing. What a shock. Maybe the bots have a morality, right? When it's pressed for objective truth, they obey. Receipts go both way, you know.